Ross Perot was already a mega-successful businessman when he leapt into the American consciousness as an independent presidential candidate in 1992. His folksy manner,
and I was down in Texas taking care of business, tending to my family. This situation got so bad that I decided I better get into it.
And his laser-like focus on the economy,
we have got to stop sending jobs overseas,
made Perot one of the most successful third-party presidential candidates in U.S. history. He won almost 19% of the vote in 1992. From the beginning, Perot's campaign struck a chord with those seeking a third-party candidate. He threw his hat into the ring on CNN's Larry King Live.
Number one, I will not run as either a Democrat or Republican because I will not sell out to anybody but to the American people. And I will sell out to them.
In a presidential debate, he attacked both Republican President George H.W. Bush and Democratic challenger Bill Clinton with equal vigor about the nation's debt.
Now, it's not the Republicans' fault, of course, and it's not the Democrats' fault. And what I'm looking for is who did it.
Perot also directly challenged both candidates' support of Nafta, the North American Free Trade Agreement. Perot feared it would cause the loss of American jobs.
There will be a giant sucking sound going south.
Perot's campaign against Nafta continued beyond the presidential race. The Clinton White House responded with a challenge, a one-on-one debate with Vice President Al Gore, live on CNN with Larry King as moderator.
Yeah, I'm listening. Okay. I haven't heard the answer, but go ahead.
That's because you haven't quit talking.
Well, I'm listening. How do you stop it without Nafta?
Are you going to listen? Work on it.
It was watched by millions of viewers. Just over a week later, Nafta passed both the House and Senate. It took effect on January 1st, 1994. Ross Perot was born in 1930 in Texarkana, Texas, where his father ran a cotton mill. He graduated from the Naval Academy in 1953 and spent 4 years at sea. He started electronic data systems in the early 1960s. It later became one of the world's largest technology services companies, processing data. Perot became a billionaire in 1984 when he sold a controlling interest in EDS to General Motors for $2.5 billion. A couple of years later, he started a second data processing company, Perot Systems Corporation. It sold to Dell in 2009 for almost $4 billion. In 1969, President Richard Nixon asked Perot to seek better treatment for U.S. prisoners of war in North Vietnam. He traveled to Laos, where he met with ambassadors from Russia and North Vietnam. Perot made headlines again in 1979. When 2 EDS employees were taken hostage during a revolution in Iran, he organized and paid for a successful private mission to rescue the men and bring them home. Perot ran for president again in 1996, but this time he was barred from the debates. So he bought network airtime and broadcast a series of infomercials to explain his personal vision for America. Perot won only 8% of the vote in '96. Wolf Blitzer, CNN, Washington.